Aditya, do we agree? All right. The next person, you're answering the second question. Ananya Gupta, the next question is for you.
Ma'am, revenue receipts. A.
Archie, are we okay with this answer?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. When we're talking about not creating any corresponding liability, मतलब क्या होता है? Anyone in very simple words, if you could simply explain what this is. Not creating a corresponding liability.
मैम मतलब वो पैसे जो आ रहे हैं उससे कोई लाइबिलिटी नहीं पड़ रही गवर्नमेंट पे.
Taken. So whatever transaction has happened, correspondingly, ideally, no liability has been created. If that has happened, then we're looking at revenue receipts. Arjun, the next question is for you.
Ma'am, C part.
Fine. Second. Arnav, can we accept his response? And Bhavika, can we accept Arjun's response?
I think it's a capital receipt. Borrowings by government.
Bhavika, we're on question 3.
Oh, okay, sorry. Is it C? Yes, ma'am. C.
All right. Capital receipts cause a reduction in assets of the government. Also, if I go by elimination, A, B, and D don't really fit in. Arnav, once you're back, let us know if you're even listening. Bhavya, the next question is for you. Question 4. Taken borrowings will be a part of capital receipt. It was also emphasized on by Bhavika, so that I will not ask this question from Charvi. Charvi, question 5 is for you. Gurmeher, question 6 will be for you.
So, ma'am, option B, a compulsory payment and a legal payment.
Accepted. So when we're looking at tax, it is not exactly optional. So we go with compulsory and legal. Gurmeher, do we have an answer for question 6? Never mind. Harshit, can we attempt question 6?
Yes, ma'am.
Batao.
Ma'am, B. The burden of tax can be shifted to any other person.
Khushbu, are we in agreement? No, sorry. Khushi, are we in agreement? Alright, Khushbu has responded, so Khushi don't respond. We are agreeing in case of indirect taxes. If you see points A and C don't really apply. फाइनल बर्डन ऑफ द टैक्स इज borne by the person on whom it is imposed. बिल्कुल भी नहीं. इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस में जिसका बर्डन होता है और जिस पे इम्पोज्ड होता है वो अलग होते हैं. Whoever is supposed to bear the indirect tax is not the one who's also supposed to pay it to the government. Similarly, if I look at point C, the burden of tax cannot be shifted. ये भी गलत है. You do shift the burden of the tax on the retailer or the seller or the service provider. So we go with point B. The burden of the tax can be shifted to any other person. All right, Gurmeher, you answer the next one then. 7th question. I would want to skip 7th, sorry. Answer the 8th, please. Kushi, do we agree? Gurmeher has responded with A for question 8. Accepted. We are okay with option A for question 8. So in case of fee, the payer receives some service from the government. Option B does not fit in. Option C भी correct नहीं है. Assets of the government are not reduced when it comes to a fee. So option C is also incorrect. Hence we settle with option A. Muskan, question 9 for you. Navya, question 10 for you. Pranay, question 11 for you. And Punita, question 12 for you. Muskan, whenever you're ready, please share your response. Naman, Muskan says that gift tax is a direct tax. Could you tell me if you agree? Arnav, I'll come back to you later now. Alright, gift tax goes as a direct tax. Other options don't really fit in. Navya, do we have an answer for question 10? Nikhil, you'll have to tell me if you agree or disagree.
Yes, Mansha.
Alright, Dhruv Majan, jumping the line, claiming VAT to be an indirect tax. Nikhil, do we have a response to this?
Agreed, ma'am.
Alright, VAT goes as an indirect tax, not a direct tax, not a wealth tax. Taken. Someone to let Navya know that I asked a question and she did not respond. Pranay, do we have an answer for question 11? Can I read the options one more time? Priyanshu, let me know if you disagree with his initial response. Arnav, I'll come to you for question 11. Pranay says A, Priyanshu says B.
I think, ma'am, A option. Reduces inequality.
All right. Opened to the entire class. Anyone who wants to comment on this question?
Ma'am, can I?
Please do.
Ma'am, the answer would be D, as both of them are correct, because when the inequality is reduced, only then the equality will increase.
Thank you.
That's correct, ma'am.
Talking about A is also correct, B is also correct. So we settle with D, where it says both A and B. This is a very, I must say, this is a very cheap tactic where they've just played with words, but also talks about our attentiveness. So when we're talking about reducing inequality, we're also looking at increasing equality. All right, moving on. Who was the... Punita, I think you have to answer question 12 for us.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, it's option C, withdrawal of existing investment.
Raghav, are we in agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Taken. So when we're looking at disinvestment, we're talking about withdrawal of existing investment. Withdrawal can happen in different forms. Options A and B do not really fit in to the meaning of disinvestment. All right, I'm changing. This is very basic, Pelvi, but look at this. How pretty is this page? We'll come to this also. Shall I'll go back to the previous one. Right, whose turn is it? Raghav Mittal, question 1 for you. Ritika, you'll tell me if you agree. Sarthak, question 2 for you. Shivam, you'll tell me if you agree. Shivansh, 3 for you. Shreya, you'll tell me if you agree. Someone to drop Shreya a message because very often she's not there. Shreya, are you there today?
Ma'am, first is I think revenue receipt.
Do we have a reason?
Ma'am, because it does not create any liability.
Or neither does it reduce any asset?
Yes.
Ritika, are you okay with this explanation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, not much there. Sarthak, is it true or false?
Ma'am, true.
Right.
Sorry,
Shivam, do we
it
agree?
is false, ma'am. It did.
Tanishka, do we agree? Is Tanishka there on call today? Someone to drop Tanishka a message, please. That I called out her name and she did not revert. So maybe Aditya Bajaj, you can tell me if we agree with Tanish's answer. Aditya, do we have a reason? type in your reason. I'll ask Tanmay to give me another response till then. Tanmay, do we have an answer for question 5? Yash, do we agree? Is wealth tax a direct tax? Do we have a reason, Yash? I'm waiting for Aditya's reason. I'm waiting for Yash's reason. Yatharth, in the meanwhile, if you could tell me the answer for question 6. Accepted,
Ma'am,
Yash.
false. It is a capital receipt.
Do we have a reason, Yatharth?
Yes, ma'am, because it reduces government assets.
Aryan, are we in agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything to add there?
No, ma'am.
All right. So we're counting recovery of loan as a revenue receipt. This goes as false. Recovery of loan is a capital receipt. Reason being it causes a reduction in asset. Aditya, your question was gift tax is a revenue receipt. You agreed with true. Reason being there's no decline in asset. Just adding one statement to it, and there's no increase in liability. Since neither of the two is changing, we call it a revenue receipt. Accepted. All right, I come back to Akshit. Oh, Akshit, I don't think you know what is happening, but it is your It is your turn to answer question 7. Ananya, you'll tell me if you agree. Do we have a reason? Akshit? By the time Akshit types in his response, Archie, you can answer my next question. Ananya, do we agree with Akshit?
Ma'am, it is true because the liability increases.
Thank you. There's no reduction in asset when it comes to a borrowing, but there is an increase in liability. आपको future में वो repay करना पड़ेगा. So it is true, but the reason given is incorrect. One thing, if you were to write a physical paper and this question was there, simply stating true or false is not enough. It is never enough. That is why you'll have to give me a reason. Very often, for reasoning of capital receipt, you will have to tell me what exactly has happened. Has the asset reduced or has the liability increased? For revenue receipt, the reason is very often the same. The reason being neither it creates a liability nor does it reduce an asset. बहुत बारी revenue receipt का यही reason होता है. Why am I telling this to you? Because again, just to reiterate, simply saying true or false is never sufficient. All right. Akshit, I hope we are now okay with this, that there's a liability increasing. All right. Archie, do we have an answer for the next question? Question 8.
Ma'am, I think it's false because under regressive tax, the low income individuals pay a higher amount of tax compared to the higher income individuals.
Okay. Arjun, do we have something to say?
Yes, ma'am, it would be false.
Taken. This goes as false. How exactly can I correct this statement? There are two ways. One way pointed out by Archie, that if your income rises, your tax, if there's a fall in your income, your tax rises. Or another way, as Bhavesh pointed out, it is simply called progressive tax. Two ways of correcting this. Taken. Arnav, the next question is for you. Question 9.
Ma'am, false, ma'am.
Do we have a reason, Arnav? Bhavika, do you think you can assist in reasoning?
Yes, ma'am, because it is an indirect tax, so the burden can be shifted
Shifted to whom?
to the consumers, like
To the
they'll.
consumer. Take sales tax is collected by the baker, it is not paid by the baker. So the burden of paying comes on the baker, but the liability or the impact goes on your customer or the consumer. All right, moving on. Bhavishya, question 10 for you. Bhavya, he sent in his response. Are we in agreement? There's one word I would want to add to Bhavishya's explanation. Last May. I would want to add one word there.
Ma'am, respectively.
Thank you. No, respectively. It does not increase or decrease liabilities and assets respectively. Matlab, it does not increase the liability, nor does it reduce an asset. All right. Moving on. Whose turn is it? Anyone who's keeping track? Bhavishya, then Charvi, your turn. Next question, please.
Ma'am, false. It is a capital expenditure as it increases the asset of the government.
Let's do one thing. I'm so sorry, I did not realize we've come to expenditure. No. I'll stop this here because this is expenditure. We've just done receipts so far. My bad. Even for the previous question, I apologize. I did not realize I have over. All right, I'll take you to the next part. I have around 15 minutes. I have 25 minutes. So I have good amount of time, I think. Now, how much time do I have? 10 minutes. Okay, not a problem. Fine. Let's talk about the other aspect. If you remember, when we started talking about budget, we were talking about two aspects. We were talking about expenditure and we were talking about receipts. When it comes to receipts, we categorized it into revenue receipt and capital receipt. Capital receipt either creates a liability or reduces an asset. Revenue में neither creates a liability nor does it reduce an asset. और उसी का हमने अभी categorization किया है. रेवेन्यू रिसीट में एक और बाइफर्केशन था. वी स्पोक ऑफ टैक्स रिसीट्स एंड नॉन टैक्स रिसीट. तो टैक्स रिसीट में वी स्पोक ऑफ इनडायरेक्ट एंड डायरेक्ट टैक्सेस, और नॉन टैक्स रिसीट में वी डिस्कस्ड डिफरेंट अदर सोर्सेज ऑफ revenue for the government. Quickly, if you could just give me one example of a non-tax receipt.
Fine.
Fines taken. Any other example you can think of?
Fees.
Sorry, fees taken. One last example as a class from someone else. Who answered? All right, I will accept interest. We can also talk about profits. We can talk about dividends. We can talk about penalties they've accepted. There are too many other sources also. I don't think we've covered those, but we can skip those. Moving on, we come to expenditure. What exactly are we talking about when we're looking at expenditure? Simply the amount that the government has decided to incur in a financial year. Now, when we're looking at expenditure, we can further categorize that also as revenue expenditure and capital expenditure. I'll start off with capital first. Please read this and then let's discuss. I'm assuming you've read this. Capital expenditure simply either creates an asset or reduces a liability. तो अगर मैं बात करती हूँ कि गवर्नमेंट ने कोई लोन ले रखा था कहीं से and now they have paid it off, counted as a capital expenditure, reason being it leads to a reduction in liability. Simply, then if I say that the government has invested in Delhi Metro, counts as capital expenditure because it creates the asset for the government. If I'm talking about government building a school or a government hospital, all of that goes as capital expenditure because you're looking at it as creation of asset. इसी का opposite होता है revenue expenditure. When I'm talking about revenue expenditure, we're looking at neither creating an asset nor reducing a liability. ऐसे कई खर्चे गवर्नमेंट करती है जिससे ना ही उनका एसेट स्ट्रक्चर चेंज होता है ना ही लाइबिलिटी स्ट्रक्चर चेंज होता है. Take a moment, please read this. Have we read this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Comment on this question that we have then. Are we in agreement or do we have some sort of disagreement here?
Yes, ma'am. It's true.
We simply agree with this. Expenditure on construction of building goes as capital expenditure. Expenditure on medicines, salaries of doctors goes as a part of revenue expenditure. I will bring you back to this one then. Wait a second. My colorful sheet. We've spoken of expenditure. Now I think we can go about the expenditure questions. My bad for not realizing that 10th onwards are expenditure related questions. We'll again start with question 10 even if we've done it. Charvi, can I ask question 10 from you?
Yes, ma'am.
Please answer.
Ma'am, it's true because it doesn't affect the assets and liabilities of the government.
Accepted. Daksh, question 11 for you. Dhruv, can you answer question 11 for us? Good Meher, question 11. Harshit, can I get a response for 11th? Anyone who can respond for question 11 now?
False.
Ma'am, may I try?
Please do.
Ma'am, question 11 is false.
Do we have a reason? Bilkul, accepted. Creating an asset for the government, hence counted as a capital expenditure. Khushbu, I'll come to you for my next question. 12th question. Kushi, do you think you can give me a reason for this false? 12th is false, I agree. I need a reason now. Do we have a reason? Why are we calling it revenue expenditure? Sorry? Alright, we're basically just looking at how it is not creating any asset or reducing a liability. This will be generally a reason for any revenue expenditure. Moving on, question 13. Muskan, do you think you can give me an answer to this? Oh, we've not, no, skip question 13, please. Question 14 bhi nahi. Let me just talk about this, though it is not exactly a part of your syllabus, but as the name suggests, this talks about either planned expenditure or non-planned expenditure. So something that the government has anticipated and they've thought कि इस पे हमने खर्चा करना है, उसको हम planned expenditure कहते हैं. Things that come out of the blue but the government ends up spending on those, they will go as an example of non-planned expenditure. So if I say the amount that the government ended up spending on COVID-19 will be a part of your non-planned expenditure. If I'm talking about how the government had initially thought of expanding their infrastructure in agricultural sector, that goes as a planned expenditure. Though not exactly your topic for the syllabus, but the terms only give it away. When we meet next, we continue. For now, I have posted the question of your attendance. Please mark your attendance. We meet tomorrow. Just in case you have any questions, feel free to stay back.
Sure, ma'am. Good day.